cause of death. Pauline Collins died peacefully at a care home in Highgate, North London, aged 85. Her family reported that she had been living with Parkinson's disease for several years. In an era when British cinema was transforming, one woman stood out, not for glamour, but for honesty, humanity, and heart. Pauline Collins, the beloved actress, who captured the world's imagination through her sincerity and warmth. From the cobblestone streets of Liverpool in Shirley Valentine to the grand halls of upstairs, downstairs, Pauline's performances reflected the resilience and grace of everyday women. Today, we celebrate her journey, her triumphs, her challenges, her love story, and the indelible mark she left on film and theater. This is the life of Pauline Collins. Pauline Collins was born on September 3rd, 1940, in Exmouth, Devon. The world was at war, and her childhood was shaped by ration books, seaside winds, and the spirit of endurance. Her father, William, was a school teacher, and her mother, Mary, a nurse, a family devoted to education and compassion. These values would later define Pauline's work, both on screen and off. She attended Sacred Heart High School and later trained at the Central School of Speech and Drama in London, the same institution that produced legends like Judi Dench and Vanessa Redgrave. At first, Pauline didn't dream of acting. She trained as a teacher and worked briefly in schools, finding joy in guiding young minds. But the stage called to her a whisper of destiny that grew louder with every amateur performance she gave. In the early 1960s, Collins began her professional acting career in repertory theater, performing in small towns across England. She learned to survive on modest pay, sleepless train rides, and the applause of intimate audiences. Her early television roles included appearances in The Saint, The Army Game, and Emergency Ward 10. But her big break was about to come, a role that would make her one of Britain's most beloved television faces. In 1971, Pauline was cast as Sarah Moffat, the cheeky maid in the ITV drama Upstairs, Downstairs. Set in an Edwardian mansion, the show explored the complex lives of servants and aristocrats, the upstairs and the downstairs. Sarah Moffat became one of the most loved characters, spirited, emotional, and relatable. Pauline's chemistry with her co-star John Alderton was undeniable. The two soon fell in love, both on and off the screen. Their partnership would endure for more than 5 decades, both professionally and personally. In 1969, Pauline Collins married actor John Alderton. Together, they built not just a home, but a creative legacy. They appeared together in several productions, including Thomas and Sarah, a spin-off from Upstairs, Downstairs, Behind the Camera. Pauline's life was not without hardship. As a young woman, before her marriage, she gave birth to a daughter whom she placed for adoption, a decision born of circumstance and deep emotion. Decades later, they reunited, an experience she chronicled in her moving book Letter to Louise. It remains one of the most honest and heartfelt memoirs ever written by a British performer. In 1989, Pauline Collins starred in Shirley Valentine, the role that defined her career. She portrayed a Liverpool housewife who feels invisible, trapped by routine and expectations. When she travels to Greece, she rediscovers her voice, her dreams, and her worth. The film struck a universal chord, especially with women who saw themselves in Shirley. Pauline's performance was raw, funny, and transformative. For it, she won the BAFTA, the Golden Globe, and was nominated for an Oscar, one of Britain's few actresses to achieve all three for a single role. Even decades later, Shirley Valentine remains a symbol of self-rediscovery and courage. Following Shirley Valentine, Pauline Collins became an international name. She appeared in City of Joy alongside Patrick Swayze, Paradise Road with Glenn Close, and later in The Time of Their Lives, 2017, where, at 77, she proved she still possessed her trademark wit and radiance. Throughout her career, Pauline balanced film and television, never chasing fame, but always chasing authenticity. In 2001, Pauline Collins was appointed an officer of the Order of the British Empire for her services to drama. Her peers admired her humility. She was known to arrive early, know everyone's name on set, and treat every role, big or small, with equal respect. Her artistry inspired a new generation of British actresses from Emma Thompson to Olivia Colman, who often cite Pauline's naturalistic style as a foundation. In her later years, Pauline continued to act in series like Mount Pleasant and made guest appearances in Doctor Who. But away from the spotlight, she lived quietly with her husband in North London, surrounded by her family and friends. In her final years, she lived with Parkinson's disease, a battle she faced privately and with dignity. On November 6, 2025, Pauline Collins passed away peacefully at the age of 85 in a care home in Highgate, North London. Her passing marked the end of an era, but her warmth, humor, and compassion continued to live on through her work. By 2025, Pauline Collins' estimated net worth was between $10 million and $12 million, earned through a lifetime of acting, book royalties, and theater work. But those who knew her best said her true wealth was measured in kindness, love, and the joy she brought to others. Pauline Collins was more than an actress. She was a storyteller, a mirror of ordinary lives, a symbol of quiet strength. In every smile, every tear, and every heartfelt monologue, she reminded us that it's never too late to rediscover ourselves, to love again, and to live fully. Her legacy shines on in every woman who finds her own voice, in every audience moved to laughter or tears. Pauline Collins, forever our Shirley Valentine.